Have I done this right? Oh dear. Oh, Jason, how are you? I think I've mucked up on this bloody setting. Ah. Oh, this is no good. Hold on for a second. I have messed up. I have messed up bad. This is not good. This is not healthy. This is not good, and this is not healthy. Oh, shite. Oh, that's all I need. Hold on now. Let me see. If I do it that way, rotate office back. I can't actually do, let me just see here now. Oh, God. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good at all. Wrong setting, guys. Wrong setting. Okay. Now, what am I to do with this? I think if I put that up there, pull that back, I think I've got an answer here, guys. I think I've got an answer. Not. Oh, what a douchebag. Can anyone tell me why I'm a douchebag? Can anyone say it to me? Hi, Amy. How are you, doll? How are you? Who's in the house today? Who's in the house? Hi, Les. What's happening, love? Let me find out how to get you guys. Ah, Lexi's even in the house. For crying out loud. That is class. All my children are in the house. That's brilliant. Now, I have a problem today. I have to keep an eye on what's being said because it's coming up in a little thing. I've done this wrong. I've done the whole thing terribly wrong. So I apologize in advance. Jason, welcome to the channel and thank you very much. And invest. Any website coders want to help me set up for a new investment site? I don't know if we have any coders here in the minute. Do we have coders here? Maybe we don't. So, how are you? Well, how have you all been? How have you all been? Because it's been shite for me this last week. It's been a complete disaster. Work has been absolutely calamitous. And I've had so much that I've had to do, including this YouTube. Still dying, Jason. Oh dear. Sorry to hear it. But there's been a lot of calamities going on at the minute with my company. And I'm not sure. It can only get better than that. Handle the winters, Big Al. Well, handle the winters. I don't know what that means. Handle the winters. Did I miss something? Yeah, this is what's going to happen. I'm not going to be able to see the... I tell you what I'll do. While I'm sitting talking, I'm going to log in to... I'm going to log into my computer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in so I can see what you guys are saying. That will probably be advisable, I think. I think, anyway. So I'll just log into my other account. Business winters are bad, but the summers are only around the corner. Okay, yeah, I agree with that. But it's not so good at the minute with the online platforms. I don't think there's a good thing going on at the minute with a recession. I think there is a recession at the minute. I need to put this light up in front of me, I think. Can you guys see my big old face? Leslie, did I get a text from you? Just to know if that was you. I got a text from another number, and I wasn't sure if it was you. I was gonna reply, but I wasn't sure if it was you, so I didn't reply. Someone saying that they needed a chat. So I said, were you free a second? I don't know if that was you or not. So I'm just logging into my thing so I can hear what you are saying. I need to log into my other personal, well, it's not my personal account, it's my first YouTube event. So I'm going to log in. Did I see something come? Because I've got this wrong, this setting here in the corner, and I can't see what you guys are saying because I pressed the wrong bloody button for, I'm still trying to get used to this technology. Got really good news. Ah, Michael, how are you? Oh, yes, that was the week before last. Yeah, it was terrible. That was awful. Ah, there I am. So I'll get myself up. Ah, there I am. Oh, so I'll get myself up. Oh, Rikey. Mute. We don't want to hear me talking too much. There we go. There's a bit of delay, actually, the way what I say, and there's a delay there. So I'm just going to go and, there you are. I can see you all now. I can see you in the text. There we are. And I'm just going to say, yeah, so that's not you, Leslie. Okay, great. Invest Connect. Watch check. Yeah, this one. That's it there. A submarine. No, a submarine. It's a U-boat. King Shield, welcome to the channel. How are you? How's everything going? Good to see you. Who else have we got on the channel? Anyone else coming up at the minute? Gary, are you in yet? I don't know if you've come in today. Come into play. Anyway, so number one. I want to talk about currently what's been going on eBay. Gary, how are you, sir? Welcome to the channel. I'm glad to see you, mate. I was wondering where you were hiding. Were you hiding in the back shed? Anyway, so how's it been going this week for you guys? I want to hear your feedback on how you guys are. While I'm doing that, I'll natter all about my week, and then we can fill in the gaps of how your week is going so we can compare or contrast. So, eBay, Amazon, Vinted. Sales took another nosedive. So we were doing quiet week, yeah. So we were doing really well the week before last. We were hitting nearly $8,000 of sales. We got it up to $8,000 of sales in the week, which was pretty healthy-ish. But it then dropped down again to $5,000. Has it been great for you, Gary? Well done, you. And is that on online sales or what else? It's not been so hot for me last week. Now, we did stop the sale and we started doing coupons to see because I've never done coupons before, and it didn't take up really well. And I'm not convinced that the coupon reduction was enough. I'm doing 15%, so I may be wrong on that. We put a sale on with Amazon. Amazon seemed to go up in sales, and we've managed to cut through a lot of that nonsense. Well, Francis. That's Francis. How are you, love? Missing you already. Francis is a ex-tenant. Francis, one of my neighbours at my property. She lived in my wee cottage, and sadly she moved out. She's the wisest woman. Les, you thought you were wise. Les, you thought you were wise. But you're not as wise as this woman. This woman has decided to emigrate to Bulgaria. Now, I used to think she was an absolute idiot for doing it. There is a bit of an idiot thing there, but she's got wit. She's got sense, because Bulgaria is a great place. So I would love to be involved with her journey. Her journey's going to be an absolute plunderous time, I'm sure. It's going to be scary as hell for you, Francis, and my heart goes out for you. If she moved out, I must ban her. No, she's a great neighbour. She was a brilliant tenant. One of them tenants you just wanted to hold on for years, but sadly, she had to make that decision. I couldn't make it for her. And keep me informed about how it's going. I'd love to hear what's going on when you're going and what's the thing. I'd love to go to Bulgaria and see what you're up to. Maybe you should invite me, and I come and see you, Francis. Yeah, it's a scary time for you, doll. I feel that, my heart goes out to you. I feel that if it was me, I'm welcome to come. Well, Darren, I'm sure that property you've got, that would be such an exciting YouTube project. That would be an absolute class project, like start to finish. If you, say for example, if I worked it and you brought me over and we got the house done up, I would say that would be 4 weeks, do you think, Francis? 3 weeks? Not sure. You'd have to get a load of staff in. I don't know how long you're going to be fixing up, but Francis, she is an absolute gem of a lady. Leslie, you'd love her. She's a very wise lady, very independent. 4 weeks, you reckon? Yeah. She's got a beautiful little pup. Well, she's got 2 dogs, but I like the little one. The little one's a wee cheeky chappy. Anyway, so where are we? Number one, my eBay has gone down. The sales have gone down, and again, it's not for the lack of doing or the lack of working or the lack of thing. I just yeah, honestly, lads, she's a freaking, what would you call that? Braveheart. That's what you call that woman. Braveheart is what she is. Anyway, so what was I saying there? Yes, eBay. eBay sales have gone down massively. Right now, we're back down to about 5 grand. We've lost about 3 grand sales in the week. And I lag. And the eBay sales and the Amazon sales are not hitting what they're supposed to. Now, where has Vinted gone? So from our experience so far of what's happening with Vinted is that I've managed to hit a massive high with Vinted, and it went beep, and it went wee, 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 wee. That's what's happened with Vinted. Now, I don't know what's going on with it. I cannot understand, but it seems to be, yeah, lag, whatnot. The thing is, you know, I am a YouTuber. Angel, how are you, darling? Ah, Kev, how are you, sir? You know, see that statement? That statement, what Kevin said, it feels like there's a worldwide slowdown. You're absolutely right, Kevin. I think there is something going on at the minute, and I just don't understand it. Now, yeah, very up. Look at, welcome to the channel. Easter, the summer, there's been a major amount of what I would refer to as, you know, even the YouTube views have gone down massively. I've never seen such a lull in YouTube. And I started thinking it was me. I started thinking I had a channel ban. And I've been working extremely hard trying to put a brand new standard in for the YouTube thing. So there has been a massive depreciation throughout my online activities. Now, Lacquer, you should have said hi. I love it. I like a bit of a, I don't know, like a bit of an ego when someone comes up to me. I was in yeah, I like people coming up to me. Love talking to them, you see, because it makes me feel all worthwhile that I'm actually either inspiring people. They tell me what they think of me. They tell me, you know, that's the best if you do that. Yeah, absolutely, Lacquer. I'd love to hear you. Yeah, that's it. Hey, Les, it's a really strange thing. I'm getting a lot, you know, the views they've gone up a little bit more again. They started rising up again, like eBay did and Amazon did. And yet, now, Jason, I'll take what you're saying there because I'm gonna talk about that. So I've been working tirelessly, and I mean absolutely scared of what's been happening, not understanding what the hell's been going on. So I'm supposed to be doing the construction on Big Al and a bit of fun and mentoring on Big Al and change all the political views on Big Al versus the world. Big Al versus the world is on, but we haven't done any videos or uploaded any videos or done the editing of videos yet. I've done a lot of footage, but that's the thing is. But back to the eBay scenario. Sales have taken a decline again just before Easter, and I'm really thinking it's just seasonal. That's all it is. There's and it's true what let me just remember his name, which is Invest Connect. Invest Connect said that it's, you know, it's like the winter thing. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, 2,000 subscribers in the last, week and a half? And that's it, Les. I think my problem is this, and I'll probably explain it to you. I'm looking at everything, and I do it all the time. I look at my businesses with a microscopic look and see why it's not working or why it's not sustaining or why it's not doing. I haven't got the patience to let it rise and fall. And I always think it's me. I always think it's my problem, my situation, my issues. So I've ended up becoming a bit of an impatient so-and-so. So I keep on improving, and then realize I've just jumped across leaps and bounds. So low's good for me. Low's good for my income. Low's good for what I do, and I improve the business. Now, the eBay thing, listen to this. Next week, no, not next week. It's going to be 3 weeks from now. I'm going to be putting on my £650,000 of stock. And the stock that I've got listed on eBay, Vinted, Amazon, and Shopify. And I'm going to be knocking 30% off. 30% to 50% of everything to get rid of it. Because, and again, Les, you probably know this anyway, and I'm going to answer that as well. There's a couple of wee things coming in here that I'm going to talk to you guys about. So, the scenario with the likes of eBay and Amazon, it is seasonal. It has to be seasonal, and I need to stop thinking too hard into this game. And I need to get my ass into gear on selling the stock, because I can't carry all that stock and not have it. So because of that, my reaction and my knee-jerk reaction is knock the shit out of it and sell it cheap. That includes all my designer gear. All my designer gear. I'm selling Steve Madden shoes, and I'm selling UGG boots at the minute. And I'm going to be heavily discounting it from the 50 quid, 60 quid that I've got down to 15 quid a shoe. So anyone that wants to buy wholesale, give me an offering and I'll sell them, because I need to make space for the other £500,000 of stock that I've got sitting, scratching its ass. And I've got a lot of stock taken up in shoes and that sort of stuff that hasn't really sold on my channel. So if anyone's interested, then reach out to me here or otherwise. And I'm happy to give all my details. You go to my bio, and then there's a wee number. You can text me your details and your personal number, and I'll reach out to you if you want to buy any of that stock off me. I am looking to see about it. Absolutely. We've got loads of vintage postcards at the minute. I got tons of them. Don't know what to do with them. I keep them. We don't really sell them. Never really thought about it, really. We get them in all the time, vintage postcards. I have Shopify lag. Shopify itself has currently, and we've looked at the products, we have, and you in for this one? This one's a hard one to swallow. 65,000 product lines on. And I didn't realize we were that much involved in, what's the best way, liquor. Down below in my bio, there's a number. You text me, I go on it. And what happens is you send me a text, tell me what it's about, because I get a lot of text now coming into the phone. None of it relevant. I think what's happened is, since I've been advertising that number, there's been a lot of spammers have gone on it and they've caught the number somehow. I don't know how, but that's the way it is. But you can text me, tell me what it's about, and make it human. Don't make it bot or spam oriented, you know. Or don't say anything that doesn't describe who you are. Some people go, wow, nice chat, Al. And I'm going, okay, who are you? I don't know who you are. So make sure you tell me who you are, where you were talking to me on the live, or if you were on my channel, or you met me down the road, or you met me on the street. Just tell me what you're up to and what you're looking for me to do to help you, advise you. Because I've actually done pretty well. Yeah, actually, the sale room is pretty good. Leslie, why are you always there before me, you girl? That's terrible. I hate you. Huh? I never thought about that, actually. Anyway, do you use the chat room, Leslie? Anyway, so let's go back to some of the comments that are being said. So, been holding fine. So, Jason, you've been saying that you've been holding fire. Holding fire with listing stuff. Shitload going on Vinted, but changing things about the things with the photos, etc. Is that on Vinted that you're doing that, sir? Jason, are you working on... So Vinted to me has come to a dead end. We're only doing, I think if we're doing £300 a week at the minute, that's all we have. So we've kind of stopped listing our fashion and went back onto eBay and went to the double. Easy Live Auctions is pretty good as well. Lacquer, are you local to Northern Ireland? Well, how are you, David? Going to 2K of books to shift. Nice, Jason. Okay. Right. Okay. So, are you the guy that does? So, Lag, you're talking about the construction videos. I do the construction videos on this channel. We've been doing a lot of construction videos at the minute. There's been a lot of work that we've been working on. I've got a load of work that needs to be finished, and I've been called to do some roof work. Now, I used to do it simply for the fact of doing videos, but I've really fallen in love with the construction, and it's really taken a lot of my time up. The JCB and all, that's the JCB work that I do and all that work. That's all genuine work that I'm doing. But it is taking up my time, and I've really realized that, you know, I'm at my point of my life where I shouldn't be working the 70, 80 hours that I'm doing, because I've now invested so much into YouTube. I don't want it to fail. And we got a member of staff who left, Roeem, and we realized that whatever has happened when he left, which is a bit really weird because, you know, I have a lot of time for that guy, but we've noticed that, and he will probably come into the room now and again, but my respect for him is lost because there's been things that have happened to my channel, and he was logging into my channel and I couldn't prove it. But I changed all the passwords, and we noticed that things changed with the settings, including my channel keywords went missing. And this was a member of staff. He wasn't disgruntled. And this is the thing where I find a bit really, really weird. He left on his own behest. We had a bit of a disagreement about how he left and his contractual obligations to me, that he had a year contract. And still things were done to the channel that really done a bit of damage to the channel. And I wasn't happy about that. That was a bit of luck getting another roofing job with the neighbor across the street. Would you believe? Oh, you're talking about that girl that came up to me, right? We were talking about it afterwards, so you got to hear this. So I got to talk about that as well. That's going to be funny. That's a good story. So hold on for that story. That's hilarious, that story. Gary. So Gary says there are 22,000 subscribers on my channel, which is absolutely humbling. If I say that, I could say I'm absolutely scared, but I'm absolutely excited about the amount of subscribers I have. Yeah, yesterday's video, Gary. But 22,000 people. I know that there are people that are on YouTube and they've got 100,000 subscribers, but I'm only now into 8 months into this program. I spent the guts of 30,000 on this investment. I intended to spend 100 grand on the channel, and it's not been needed. It's kind of come to its own financing. Apart from this month, it's dropped massively in income. That's okay. I can deal with that. But to have 22,000 people subscribe to my face is extremely humbling. It's extremely humbling. Yeah, I feel, you know, and that was the point when I put up that video. I don't know if you've seen that video about my mental health. Now, you've known me talk about it. I'm not scared of discussing my mental health with you guys. And I don't mind doing stuff that is real. And I don't mind doing stuff such as the construction. And people sometimes ask the question, well, you're fucking loaded. Why are you doing the work? Because I want to, not because I have to. If I had to, and if I wanted to, I could sit down and I could sleep on a beach somewhere for the rest of my life and enjoy mine and other people's lives around me. But that's not who I am. I'm a worker and I love taking on work. Anyway, nice words, Flying Irish. I'm going to speak to you about that as well. So there's lovely stuff coming in, guys. There's lovely stuff coming in right now that I want to respond to. So Leslie, the seasonal factors, less screen time in the summer. Yeah, I feel it's absolutely as easy and as simple as that. Nobody's buying as much, and I believe that we're going to probably have a really good summer of sales, and I'm going to see rises in both YouTube and the eBay thing. And my staff are worried. We're worried. We're all quite concerned because we're microanalyzing it. But I think we should take a step back. take a step back, Leslie, and we should do what people are out doing things. People are out doing things. So eBay, Amazon, YouTube, Vinted, Shopify, what I'm doing, sales are going to take a dive. And I remember, I have to remember that. I used to work in retail. I had 17 shops in retail. So I know exactly when it's seasonal. I just have to get used to the online seasonal. It's very different from retail seasonal. So, and Big Al, there are factors out with your control or out of your control, I assume. For everything there is a season. And I agree with that as well. So Leslie, your wise words, once again, my love, you are absolutely a wise woman. And I'm going to take it with the fortitude and the expression that you've given it. You're a beautiful person expressing your words. So there it is, Leslie. Thank you very much again. Lacquer, do you ever get vintage code? Yes, so we talked about the vintage code postcards. If you want them, I can pull them out and I'll give you a very, very basic price for them. I'm really not remotely interested in them, to be honest with you. Let's have a wee dive down. And David, again, I didn't know that. Yes, I did say welcome. Welcome to the channel, David. Good to see you again, sir. Jason, going to 2K of books to shift. So you've got 2,000 books. You want some more? 2,000 books. You're as bad as me. You are as bad as me, Jason Cole. Huh? I got a hell of a lot more. Leslie, hi, David. How are you? Welcome to the channel. Bob, how are you, sir? I've got a video. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna have to get my pussycat up to show you. Anyway, so you and I are good catmans, Bob. Anyway, Leslie, haha. I exported antiques to America for 25 years and had space in major venues in upstate New York. Oh, you are such... I hate you. New England, lovely place, I understand. I love the idea of New England or Maine. Love to go somewhere like that and chill out for a couple of months. Death Bell just keeps big and bigger, can't resist buying, running out of space. Oh, you're as bad as me, mate. We're actually stopped buying while we're not selling as much. So Invest Connect. You're English like me. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. Living in Derry. Okay. Really felt for you about the video of your life. Okay. All right. So I'm hoping that video is not for any sympathy for me. I've become extremely mentally strong since I've gone through the passage of, or the journey of hell through suicide attempts, which you'll see in the next video. We'll talk about my later part of my life in the next part of it. There's 3 parts to that. It is quite turmoilous. Is it turmoilous? Yeah. There's a lot of turmoil in my life. And it all ended up at the last bastion of that point where Kevin, who is in the channel right now as we speak, witnessed my last big scene of sanity before I went through the eye of a needle. And that's what I refer to it as. And I came out extremely strong. I'm aware of my mental illness to a point where it's absolutely a good time where I've removed everyone that's negative around my life. Anyone that's got any negative association to my life or reminds me of the hell that I lived. That includes my mother and my father and the rejection that I took from them. But I don't like to talk about it in a mannerism that I want people to be empathetic. I want people, Invest Connect, to talk about it as inspiration to themselves, that I'm hoping that my journey is not about I believe my journey is a matter or a message of greater things, that my message will come across certain people with mental health and they will listen to that and they will go, Alan took that journey and I'm going to do it too. And that man or female or whatever they are becomes a greater good for society. And I believe that my micro message is a societal message that will help 1 or 2 people in my life, or I prevented someone from committing suicide. My message is important for them. It's not for sympathy for me. And that's why I did it. It was It took a lot of courage for me to do it because, I had to put down an emotional question and talk about the message about this video. And I had to say to myself, am I doing it for sympathy, or am I doing it to show the message that I want other people to be inspired and save their lives? It's a really, really complex reason. And then I just went, fuck it, excuse my language, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And it is extremely graphic in its words. I've not held back on my words with that mental journey. So my life story is that it's not all negative. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that coming from you. You know how much I welcomed our chats in, we sat on them. You were running that machine and you sat there and you were such an inspiration of a man talking to me because you gave me the time, and manners behold the man. And that's what I think about you, Kevin. So I appreciate that coming from you. So we sat by machines at night shift and we sat there and I was trying to earn myself back in from the failure that I was. And remember, I wasn't just a failure money-wise, I was a failure societally. I felt that I had no purpose anymore. And that was where you saw that last pinion, that last point before I went mad because of too many negative situations in that place where we worked. Anyway, so where was I? So yes, there you go, Invest Connect. So I appreciate your words. And I feel so sorry for you that you're one of us Englishmen living in Northern Ireland. Is it the women that keep you here? They're just beautiful women, aren't they? The Irish girls. I don't think the English rose is just as good, I think. Anyway, how you doing, Mirha? How are you? Yesterday I sent you a text about your video regarding stock details. Okay. Did you send that to the phone? Okay, good. I have 3 UK accounts along with my Etsy account. Want all details to sell them on my stores. Oh, sexy. Mirha, you sound like a person that I need to speak to. Not only because of that, you've got 3 eBay accounts and you've got an Etsy. I would love to get involved with you, hear your story. So you sent me the text yesterday. I will check the phone. I've been so busy. I will check the phone on my breakfast tomorrow morning, take all the numbers and call you on my personal number. Is that all right? So you'll hear from me tomorrow, Mirha. And have you put down your name, just so I know it's you? Yeah, Gary, that was funny, actually. Yeah, that was a bit of luck getting another roofing job. So let me talk to you about that. So there I was going on this. Absolutely, Mirha, no problem at all. I'll look forward to it. So this is hilarious. So we were taking the video. We're doing this scaffolding, taking down the scaffolding, having a bit of laugh, me and Joe. Joe's such a dude. He's a good lad. I have finally got myself a really good little lad. Just such a corrigible fella. He inspires me. I love his attitude. I love his personality. Such a lovely little fella. Kind of falling for him. That's what sort of guy he is. The sort of guy you just fall and you just think, he reminds me of my own kids. It just 18, so inexperienced with life. I love teaching him stuff, and he's a great little apprentice. So I'm teaching him everything about building. He is supposed to be a joiner, but I'm teaching him everything about building. He's going to learn sparking. But anyway, where was I on this conversation? So we were doing our wee bits and pieces, and then I thought, I'm going to do an update on the weed. So I started getting the hammer. Cocking the hammer away, because that weed one got like 1 million views. So it says, I'm going to do an update video on the weed. And chipping away at the hammer. And the next minute, hello? And I was like, who the hell? And then Joe goes, someone wants to speak to you there, Al. And I went looking down, and there she was drunk, full drunk. And she was wobbling like this, holding 2 dogs. Can you fix roofs? And I was like, yes. Well, you heard the conversation. It was ineligible. I couldn't actually have her in the video because it was that bad. People say, was she drunk? She was. She was stocious. So, of course, I said, yep, I'll come over and see you. I'll knock the door when we get finished taking this video. We'll do our wee bits. So I went over. She's massive gaping holes in her roof. And I mean massive. She was quoted $3,000 to fix it. Now, I'm starting to wonder, was it her drunkenness that done it that made the guy says, oh, I'm not going to do it? I don't know. Maybe she was just drunk at the time, or she is an alcoholic. She said she was a nurse. So maybe, I don't know, Francis, you're watching, and there's some other nurses that are watching as well. Is alcohol a thing? Does that happen? Francis, you tell me, love. And anyone else is a nurse. Does it lead you to drink? I don't know. So she said she was a nurse, and she was quoted $3,000. And I was like, $3,000? Am I going wrong? It's 12. There's 12 slates there. Now, what I keep saying, and I've got this bloody stupidity in my mind, where I go, tiles are slates and slates are tiles. That's what I'm like. You know, birch is beech and beech is birch. And I don't get it wrong. You know, there's something about me. There's a slight level of autism. I've had it since I was a kid, and I won't apologize for it. I laugh at it all the time. You know, again, you got the human side of me, guys. This is the human side of me. You hear this on the lives, and then you go, did he say tile when that's a slate? There's the reason behind it. So won't apologize for it, guys. Anyway, so I went knocking, and she must have fell asleep. So I banged on the door thinking she was waiting on me, and maybe she's out the back. So I sat there banging on the bloody door for 10 minutes, and it looked like I was trying to break a bloody door down. So I went, that's enough now. And I didn't get the job. It was only putting 12 tiles back, or 12 slates back in, sorry. And yeah, it was one of them things where you just, you know, Patrick, welcome to the channel. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, so there was a funny thing. I couldn't understand it. But anyway, so there it is. It was luck. I wish it was more televised, to be honest with you, because it was quite funny. And I get why he didn't take the picture of her. But she was doing this, she was staggering. She was wearing these big fake Ray-Bans. I mean, they were that big, bigger than her head. But anyway, so there we go. So that's the fun in that. Let's see where we are down to. Oh, there's not many. Oh, there is. Hold on. Oh, lots of things being said. I got to keep these going. So let's read. Many auctions are both Easy Live and Sale Room at the same time. I like Easy Live too. I use Easy Live for a local auction company in Lurgan. They use Easy Live. Really, really good company. If anyone is from Lurgan, or please give a shout out to them, guys. They're a great auction house. They're called Lurgan Auctions. And they use Easy Live as well. They've got some good stuff that comes and goes there. I haven't had time to get involved with them at the minute, but I love the lad. He sold when I closed down my hotel, he sold a lot of my hotel stuff. Really good guy. So Jason says, I've said that before because you keep that things. Thank you very much, Jason. I do try and keep it real, and it sometimes comes across a bit boring. Like, we're doing a video, and you know what? Taking down scaffolding, there's only so much you can watch on that. You know what I mean? So I sped it up and made it a little more fun, a bit more gratuitous on the eye, a bit more artistically pleasing. So I sped it up to 20-fold, or no, 10-fold, I think it was. And it was only a minute, and I played a bit of music on it. I thought, that's a class wee bit. But I had to do it in the middle of the film because the analytics don't like me doing quick videos with music playing. It will not pick it up, and it will not dispense it to you, the people. You've got to have an intro. And I've really learned a lot about video editing recently. And I've noticed that this last video that I've done with the thumbnail, Lexi, okay. Lexi just sent me a private text. Lexi, do it in here, love, if you're here still. So yeah. Where was I talking there? What was I saying? Lexi, you destroyed my daughter just texted me privately, and then I just went straight across the scene. I'm just going to stop talking because I can't remember what I was saying. Yes, to keeping things real. Yes, that's what it was. And I have no idea where I was going to. Craig, where's your money, mate? I have none on me at the minute. Can I text it to you? Can I text it to you? I don't know what you said there, love, Lexi. but Craig, I'll text that money over to you again. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Now, Craig and I, we've got an agreement. I pay him 50 quid for being a subscriber every week. That's why I'm no longer a multi-millionaire. It's going all to Craig. It's all going to Craig for being a great subscriber to my channel. Anyway, what do we got here? David McKee, how are you, sir? Again, I said welcome again. Good evening, happy Easter from enjoying the videos and the content. I'm from Lisburn. David, you're from Lisburn. Do you ever want to do some videos with me? I love people. I want to get people more involved with my videos. I want to get people up where I could talk to them and we walk through and we have a chat and a banter. I want to do another big video on Lisburn. And I wouldn't mind someone joining me as I walk through and have someone talk to me and say, oh, I remember this, this, and this. So if you're from Lisburn and you know Lisburn well, we could have a chat if you want to get involved. Q4 is a major quarter. Absolutely. When I get 80% of my online sales, I'm not getting one. Take step and breathe to prepare for the busy season. Oh, right. So it's coming. And Bob asked, and so the trade's coming. The business is coming, you reckon? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I hope so, because I am absolutely tired of not making money this last 3-6 months. Al, how did I do in school? So, Bob, go and have a look at that video. The video says about me, how well I did. Jack, welcome to the channel. I'll read you out in a minute. That's a great load of conversation there. So the school, I didn't do well at all. I had no GCSEs. I left school at 15, going on 16, and I wasn't allowed to go to the school to study. And then when I was asked to do my GCSEs, nobody told me when they were on, nobody informed me, and my mother didn't give two continental fecks whether I had my exams or not. So I had none. However, as I left school, I decided to go back to school, and I now have 3 A levels. I've got an adult education certificate, which I needed to start doing first. I have a diploma in electronic engineering. I have 5 years time served, MVQs levels 1, 2, 3 for my electrical apprentices. I went and done another degree in electrical engineering with the Open University, which took me a fecking long time. And it was really, really hard to learn a lot of maths. And I then went and studied another degree in psychology, which I haven't finished with the Open University. I've done 4 years of that with the Open University. I love the OU. My advice, if you ever want to do something in life, you want to educate yourself, you want to become a little bit more good at doing grammar, writing some intelligent essays and understanding. There's a beginning, there's an intro, there's a middle, there's an end. It's really, really important using, what was it again? A different type of, can't remember, no, not Yale, it was another university, Open University. I mean, I'm blathering, but anyway, it was really, really important for me to do them 2 degrees. I learned a lot. So I done an engineering degree, and then I done a psychology degree, which is another science, but it was more psychology, more sociology. I liked it anyway. So there you go, Bob. That's how I did in school. Jason, death pile just gets bitten. Yeah, we said that already. I talked about that. So I don't know how far behind I am, but I'll try and speed up. Lacquer, I find in my business that people think there are much more about every item, even low price items. Previously, people used to buy without thinking. That's not happening anymore, is it, Lacquer? I've noticed that. Nothing is happening like the way it used to be, from what I can see. There's no more impulse buyers, what I can see. We've just got compulsory requirements, and that's the way I think the world has gone. I feel that our world has changed. Our retail experiences are over. Nobody spends money frivolously anymore, and I get it. But that really is where a lot of the business is coming from. So, Lacquer, hang in there. That's what Les says. She's absolutely right. I think that the times will change. Les is saying it's going to get better, but I think times will change and we will get change. We will see change and we'll see more opportunity. We still have to live. Population's continually growing. Business will continually rise. So let's not think that this is not going to be a problem. Bob, do you think it will become easier to make money from Vinted than eBay? So Vinted, eBay, Amazon, they are now much on an even par at the minute. Their sales have dropped off. I don't know about Etsy. There's someone here that does Etsy. Who does Etsy here? It would be Mirha, isn't it right? You do Etsy. So I don't know if the sales have declined as well, but that's the way it is. My advice is multi-channel. If I only had one channel, I put my money that the analytics would only sell me one set of products. No matter if I had 65,000 products on the one channel, it would only suggest certain products to the customers. So I believe that multi-channel is still the way forward to maintain a certain lift. Maybe 2 channels for some of the local one-man band businesses. But Vinted, eBay, Amazon, they're all a muchness. Sales are on an even par with each other now. The way I see it is, honestly, with what you've accomplished, like I said, I'm wrongly assumed that you've had a very privileged upbringing. Okay. Yeah, that happens quite a lot recently. I've been told that people think that I came from some posh school and I had a really good upbringing. Sadly, it was far from the opposite. I'm not suggesting that I starved, but I am suggesting that I was extremely poor. And Lacker then says to Les, what she says, the only way is evolution. That's what I just said. Well done, you Lacker. So, Jack, how are you, Jack? I did come across it that way on that video. I did come across that way on the video. Oh, it did come across that way, sorry. See, I'm becoming just like dyslexic now as well. I don't have dyslexia. Well, maybe I do a bit. But anyway, I might be being the victim this week. Am I feeling like I'm a victim? Which is not me. I don't do victim. Oh, TT, how are you? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, TT, you're more than welcome to be on the channel. You can come and help me build. We can have a bit of a laugh for the day. And I'll get you to do some building. Jason, I do this along with my other jobs to keep my mental health intact. Wow. Okay, good lad. Message reader, loud and message read. Okay. Oh, this is me you're talking about. I do this along my other jobs to keep my mental message read loud and clear. Okay, got you. The way you keep it real has got me subscribed to your channel. Thank you very much, lad. You see, this is the thing. This is the thing about my channel. My channel, I think, has led to me as a person, not me as an eBayer, not me as an Amazonian. There you go, chat. There's the old bricklayer in. How are you? We can't say it's the old bricklayer. It's the young bricklayer on the channel, the old lit bricklayer. And I never got your name, mate. Did I? Am I being stupid? I asked for it, didn't I? Anyway. And of course, Kevin. Kevin is a very important thing. He's a very important critique to my life. I feel I treat him as a friend. So where have I lost you now? I've lost you in this channel. Let me see where we are. Oh. Where have I lost you? Got you back, I think. How did you come to own an hotel? Where's the story there? That's in the next series of my video, the hotel. I ran a hotel in Cache, County Fermanagh, spent a fortune on it, and I was a victim, what I believe, because I was forced into a Catholic school. The hotel was based in a Protestant town, and I felt that I got a lot of religious jealousy on it. The DUP used to hold their privileged meetings there in the hotel before I bought it. And when I bought it, they ended up going, we're not holding the hotel meetings there anymore. We're moving elsewhere, which was terrible for me because I thought it was very offensive because they thought that maybe I was religiously led, which I didn't. My mum forced me into a Catholic school. So the hotel was the Loch Earn Hotel in Cache, County Fermanagh. I was very proud of it. I spent a lot of money on it and I lost a fortune, a complete fortune. It was not the most satisfying part of my time. Anyway, La la la, ba ba ba. Where we got it here now. So Jack has said, I see you run shops in different niches. Would you rec a sole proprietor LLC? I might start with arbitrage, maybe more later. Oh, do you use one LLC for all? I'm stuck in analysis paralysis. Okay, so an LLC, I will assume, is a company, a limited company. So if you're just starting out, I would never advise you to start a limited company unless you're experienced in running a limited business. The debt that you acquire as a sole proprietor is something Invest Connect, yeah. Now, there are 2 Lochern hotels, not the Lochern Resort, the little 3-star hotel. So don't think it's the big 5-star resort. That's called the Lochern Resort, not the Lochern Hotel. It was the Lochern Resort, which I'll tell you about on my video that's coming out next week. And remember, I've still got that bloody not 10 grand video to do as well. That's taking a lot of time getting done. Oh, crikey. Anyway, I can't wait to get off that bloody car. Anyway, so I would advise you that, Jack, that you do not start a limited company unless you are willing to take bigger risks and realize that them risks will achieve a personal loss to yourself. Limited liability companies, LLC is what I think they're called, or otherwise known as just a limited LTD here in the UK. My advice is you come with major documentary requirements to run a limited company, and it doesn't necessarily work for everybody. So sole trader, you make profit, you pay your taxes, that's the end of your work. Whereas with a limited company, you have to report to the government every year. And if you're below your standard of what I refer to as profitability, you're known as bankrupt. You can no longer run a company as a director. That is how they maintain your records. That's what it is. So, no, Jack, you are welcome to ask questions. That's what I'm here for. It's your skill set that I'm trying to give you for free, and I can advise you how to run a business. We got Leslie in here. We got other people like Craig who've just started businesses. Gary runs a business. There are loads of people that I've mentioned. Kevin runs a business. There are loads of people in here that run a business, buddy. And there's loads of people can give advice in this channel while I sit and talk. So welcome to the channel, Jack. Stay in contact, stay involved. And if you want to be mentored, you're more than welcome. Reach out to me. I'm happy to help it. Nobody's wanted to take on a slobber like me and listen to my 34 years of experience in retail, experience in hospitality, experience in online selling, experience in technology, online technology. I've had businesses in everywhere. I've had food eateries. I've even owned a Chinese restaurant. And yet, nobody said to me, Al, can you help me to a point where they're reaching out to me and saying, I've reached back to them and they've gone, yeah, thanks for that. And I'll just not bother taking your advice. I don't know. Maybe we are in a game where if I said to you, if you want my advice, you have to pay me 5 grand for it. Seems to be everybody else is doing it. But I just feel that's just absolutely unscrupulous. Sorry. There is something illegal about taking money from people like Jack and saying, give me 5 grand and I'll make you rich, which you won't. I'll just give you the same advice for free. And that's a terrible thing. That's a crime. It's a crime. There's so many people doing it. And they're making money of people like Jack. They're making money of people like even Craig. They're making money of loads of people that have asked me for advice. And I get why it is. I was talking to someone. Look at that. Invest Connect. Lovely conversation. We'll talk about that as well. I was talking to someone and they said to me, Alan, you got to charge for your advice. And I was, why? They've got to have skin in the game. They won't take you seriously if you're free. And I went, I'll try. But there you go. You got to have skin in the game. I think we've talked about it here on the channel as well. But there you go. So, OTT, reach out. You get pissed. Where are you, OTT? You're in Northern Ireland, aren't you? Yeah, more than welcome to try. Come and get yourself involved. Oak bricklayer. Oh, Ben. There we go. Ben, I'm going to be doing some bricklaying work very soon. I'm doing another video on bricklaying, and I need help about, what do you call it again? Pepping up? You're taking out, I can see you're taking out bricks at the minute. Yeah, well, OTT, you're more than welcome to come up and see me. Bricklayer, Ben, I need help on how to scud the brick properly, and I would love to be taught. So I'm reaching out to you one more time. I'm only going to ask twice. I will fly, I will stay in a hotel, and I'll be shown for one day with you. I'll come out to work with you and your dad, and I'll be shown how to properly scud up a brick by a pro, by two pros, and they can, but I'd love to. Bob, did those people come back to that property on the motorbikes after you put up the gate? No. And there's another video going up on that. I've just bought some brand new solar panel cameras, and that's going to be even more fun. So yeah. Jason, multitasker like yourself, I'll wear many hats. Well, Jason, sometimes you've got to keep yourself busy that way. And if you are like me and you've got issues with your previous trauma in your life, I hope that you follow me, and if you've got any questions or you want to talk, want a cup of coffee, you're more than welcome to have a chat with me. Lochern Hotel, you got balls? Yeah. Hey, bro, how's it been, brother? Oh, you're not talking to me. I hope you're not. Anyway. Oh, maybe you are, and I'm just so bloody far behind. Oh, Jesus. Oh, hello, David. I'd love to get involved and do a video with you. David, I'll give you a text. I'd be happy to help. This is class, actually. Sorry, I'm trying to... There we go, I got you back. Give you a text. Also be happy to help if you need any advice. David, really? Well, I would love you to be involved with me. David, I kind of need your help then, because I'm struggling. But yeah, please, and we'll do a video together. Absolutely, reach out to me. You remember my number? It's down below in my bio. Just send me a wee text, tell me who you are, and I'll reach out tomorrow. Because I got to sit down and breakfast and start taking all them numbers in. I think there's a lot of people who have reached out to me recently. So give me the day while I'm doing that. So, yeah, me too, Craig. I love doing that. Oh, Business Blueprint. Welcome to the channel. Is vintage reselling profitable, and is it growing online recently? So I'll give you a bit of a story about the business. Are you still online vintage reselling? So, Business Blueprint. Yes, it is. Vinted is not bad. It's still not as good as eBay. It has gone down for me, but I believe it's seasonal. So whatever you guys do, still fire on the Vinted. I feel that it's going to be the future. I think it's going to overtake eBay, and I feel that it's going to be our new eBay. I think it's going to be no bullshit, no issues, eBay. So Vinted, eBay is going to be on a par, I say, very soon in the next few years, because eBay are doing nothing to change, and Whatnot might be the new upcomer as well. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well. So Craig, I'd rather stick to build. Yeah, I used to build computers, by the way. We used to own a computer shop as well. Yeah, that's what I used to do. So Lexi, you want to start a business in Vinted? I can help you, love. You should have just told me this today. Why didn't you just tell me? Oh, I know what you're going to probably do. You're probably going to want to take some of my stock, aren't you, daughter? So, yeah, this is my daughter saying, I know what she's saying. Dad, can I have some free stock so I can make some money? Because Amy sells online using my free stock as well. Yeah, I just give them the stock. They sell it and make a bit of profit for themselves. So, Invest Connect. So you said that you used to live in Isle of Man and work for a guy whose company laid 90% of the cable in America. Crazy rich. Wow. 90% of the cable. That's a lot of cable. What did you do for him, Invest Connect? Were you his accountant, or, because if you was accountant, you done well. Ian, how are you? I'm doing very well. And again, Al Cartfergus, Gary says hello, good evening. My vintage, so OTT, my vintage sales have dropped off. So have mine, OTT. So have mine, mate. So absolutely, I'm glad. I think up in the end now, I've managed to rush down. If I missed any of you, please say it again. I don't mean to, I want to answer. I've got this habit of wanting to answer everybody. So where are we? eBay sales, vintage sales, and Amazon sales are down about 20% for me this week. We are doing jewelry now. That's a new thing that we're doing. Oh, really? You run takeaways for him? You like the cash? I used to love the cash too. I had a Chinese and I used to get bags of cash from the Chinese and they stunk of Chinese oil. You know, the chips used to cook the stuff in, but I loved the smell of money that way. That was quite fun. If the council made rent a fair price in Lisburn, would you open a business there? So the council do the rates, and the rates are punishing in Lisburn, punishing Bob. But if they decided to give me an offer where, because the landlord has a lot to do with the way the rates are, the landlords are extremely greedy, not just in Lisburn, but I've seen it in Lurgan. And I reached out to one of the, or two of the landlords in Lisburn. I went, look, I want to do a trial on a hybrid store and I want to do videos on it. And I'm happy to offer you, you're looking 12,000 quid a year and you're looking for a 6 or a 5 year lease with a 2.5 year break or a 2 year break. And I was like, I'm not willing to give you that, but I'm wanting to move into your property for 6 months. I will pay you 10 grand a year for 6 months, so that's 5 grand, and I'll pay the rates for the half a year. It was declined. Went to this other one, and the estate agent didn't come back to me at all. So it's clear that the landlords are willing to put the rents down, but are not willing to even have someone in temporarily. I said that I'd move out within a period of, 3 weeks, 2 weeks on a temporary shop, like a pop-up shop. But it just seems to be the landlords are very greedy, Bob. And it's not just in Lisburn. It's throughout Northern Ireland. I've put my money on it. Well, actually, I think some places in England where they've got empty spaces, they've had them that empty for that long and they can't sell them, that they're happy to just even say, look, pay the rates for me. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Jamie, welcome to the channel, sir. I didn't see you there, buddy. Welcome to the channel. I missed you there. See that boy John Scafey? I think I knew his daughter, and her name was Helen. Was it Helen Scafey? Invest Connect. She started going out with a multi-millionaire from Leeds, who I know, and they're quite close. Maybe that's where. Holy shit. The pennies just dropped. Oh, you're away, Lacquer. Good night, mate. I have to go soon myself, but so OTT asked a good question. How do we fix it? Do we ride out for now? So are you talking about the rentals or are you talking about the lack of sales on eBay? If it's the eBay sales, the vintage sales, the Amazon sales, ride out. Leslie's right. I'm in agreement with it. Seasonal, and we've had a great open to the spring. Everybody wanted a bit of good winter. We've had these government buggers coming down on us, and we really need to drop how we were, feeling about ourselves. We need to feel better about ourselves. So bit of sun, going back to the natural human right of enjoying a bit of sun seeking. And I believe that's why everything's dropped. So hold on to that. When it comes to the rentals, I'm not sure if that's going to ever recover. While we have greedy landlords, we will always have issues in the town centres. So, yeah, social housing rentals is where the money's at. I got reached out actually recently with a social housing thing. I'm going to do a video on that. I've been asked if I want to give up my entire rental portfolio for social housing to give to this company. They're happy to pay me £1,000 a property per month, where I'm only taking 700-800. So with the greed getting the better of me, this is where we're going to do the video on it. Lacquer, thank you for today. I have to go. Yep. So, Brickmaster, appreciate your content. Keep up the good work. Are you going to watch a new season of Clark's Farm? Yes, I am. Oh, Ben, are you the same as me, mate? Or do you love? Oh, I'm looking forward to Mr. Clarkson. Big fan of Clarkson. I went and seen him. I've met him so many times. I'm a big fan. I've met him on a personal level. He's one of my, I don't know what you would call him. I've always wanted to be someone like Clarkson, but I just don't have that level of intellect. He is a fucking dude, excuse my language, a total dude. So yeah, I am looking so forward to it. When's it out? I think it's 23rd of May. Can't wait either. Anyway, guys, we're in our 60 minutes. We've done our 60 minutes. I promised that I would only do 60 minutes because the last time I done an hour and 45 minutes and I was knackered. Absolutely knackered. Peter, you've asked a good question, so hold on to this. Since you are a qualified electrician, how do you know your limits on what other jobs you should take on? What a brilliant question. Don't wait. Don't stop going yet, guys. Don't stop going yet. So, I'm doing very little sparking. And I'm doing more brickwork, I'm doing more roof work, I'm doing more joinery work at the minute than I'm doing sparking. However, there's 3 big jobs coming up. I have 2 of my rentals that are have to be gutted for plastering soon. They have to be rewired. And then I've got the big garage that I was working on. Remember the mill? Does anyone remember the bloody mill? The 1800s mill? I haven't been back to it in 2 months. 2 months I've not done any work on the property for 2 months. Just so busy with everything else. I need to get my rear end into gear. I need to double myself, slice me up. But great question. But I'm going to be doing a big video on my sparking on the garage and the 2 houses on how I rewire a house. Nice to get back to my old trade, but it's been, I've got to do a rewiring of a meter box. So one of the fuse systems. So a fuse system has to go in. So I need to get that sorted as well. Ian, I have a lot of potential out there for new shops. Some of the reasons that seem a little fake between the rent price and the cows and willing to help you start a new business. Ian, we know where you're from. I think there's a lot of potential out there. There's a lot of potential, but the problem is the landlords. I really want to get dirty with them bastards. I want to call the landlords out by the hand behind the greedy estate agents who always go for the highest the price, Jason, house lit up Christmas tree last night. Search from my Amazon Fire Stick. Oh, really? So Peter, no, I still do work for other people, so I don't refuse money. So if anyone comes and says, look, can you do this for me? I'll do it. I am qualified on doing testing as well, so I can test your rentals, and I use it for testing my own rentals. So I do all the electrics for my own properties, but I do it for other people too. It isn't that hard. Electrical work isn't that hard, but I don't do it at a full-time level. If I did, I don't think there'd be a great variance of it, How's the hybrid concept going, Al? Great question. Again, you're all asking the good questions now, you buggers. So the hybrid is where I wanted to go. I've asked a few landlords and they've really failed me. They're not remotely interested, guys. It seems to be they want more money and they want long, heavy, fixed contracts for us. So I don't know. The way I see it is that I feel that the landlords need to wise up. They need to go for temporary lets to try and invoke and inspire people to become retail people. Just learn them and teach them to test the ground. We need test bed. There's so many properties out there that are sitting empty. And all they had to do, all these landlords have to do is say, look, if we were a part of a group of investors and we said, guys, it's open, you can trial our property for 8 weeks, see how you get on, test the bed, we'll give you advice, and we'll collaborate with you to get your business operational. They'd kick ass because they would get someone who wants to open up a shop. But they don't think about that. They just greed and go, oh, I bought it for 12,000 quid. I want to get a return on my property in the next 6 months. And you're just going, shut up. They're pillocks. A lot of these landlords are pillocks. They're just not wise. So there it is, Jason. There it is. So I never know how far too good, how far, oh, I never know how far is too far to go. I do a lot of work for people that know what I can do, but never advertise. Right. I don't advertise either. It's all word of mouth. People just stop me and go, Al, you know, it's this, this, and this. And I totally agree. It's one of them things where I don't think advertising is needed sometimes if you're good at what you do. People do ask me lots of times, and then I just take the work on and I look after them in price. I'm not that good at charging people, I know. I get soft sometimes. So time's the limiting factor, and the ability to learn, absorb that information that I put into practice, obviously making it look easy too. The work will come your way. Right. Yeah. Good thing to say there. Trying to put that into my head because that's quite a lot of information when I'm, yeah. Yeah, well, time's a limited factor for me as well. I can't do everything for everybody. Can't be everything for everybody. So that's the way it is. And Brickmaster says, landlords need to stop regulating, sucking the passion out of ambitious entrepreneurs. There it is, Brick, or Ben. I had to call you Brick. Ben, there it is. And I'm going to end on that. So you guys can stop talking to me now. But you're right, Ben. The problem with landlords, commercial landlords, is they're greedy, bloody assholes. They have a right to be greedy, but I'd love to open up a sanction on them. The way I see it is, that's the way it is. Michael, good night. And I believe that this system needs to change. This is where it's all going wrong. The greed of landlords. They need to be regulated. We need to start dropping down what they call recommended retail prices for rentals. I love you, Invest Connect, but I'm not going to give you that answer. I do know it, but I'm not going to give you that answer. You're an idiot. You are, Invest. I like you. I like you a lot. Gary, lovely speaking to you. To everyone out there speaking to me, thank you very much for joining the channel. Please keep watching. Please keep subscribing, and please keep sharing our stuff. You'll see there's a few more videos coming in. The direction's changing. On how I'm doing it. I've got some advice from you, Ben. I took your advice. Take a look at the last video I did. And I appreciate everything you've done for me. And all your help has been humbling. Good night. And I'll see you all later. Ciao.